Welcome back to Just 2 Minutes, Just to Mishnayos. This is Mishnayos to the Nishmas, Fredele Basracha, and the Schos of Yitzchak ben Gila, and the Froster Basriva, some Sechas Bava basra, Perak Test, Mishnah Gil, and Mishnah Dalad, Hiniach Banim Gedalim Muktanim. If someone dies and leaves over young and older sons, meaning sons under Bar Mitzvah and sons over Bar Mitzvah, Hishpichu Gedalim Mesanachasim, Hishpichu Le'emtza. If the older brothers invest in the father's estate from the inheritance money before it was divided up. So the money that from this investment doesn't go to the older brothers, it goes into the middle and it gets divided up. If they said to the younger brothers, hey, look, we're taking this from the estate and we're investing it and we're going to take the produce, whatever we reap from this for ourselves, and so then it's considered as if the younger brothers agree to it and they can take the profits for themselves. And also with a woman who invests in property from her husband, which she inherited, so then also over there it goes into the middle between her and, let's say, her kids. And it's usually a woman doesn't inherit from her husband, but there are certain examples. Let's say if a woman marries her uncle, so in certain situations she does get inheritance from her husband. But again, then if the woman says, look, this is from my husband, I'm going to go and invest into the estate and take the produce myself, so then it's okay and she gets it for herself. So if we have a case where we have two brothers whose father died and they became partners in their father's estate, and then one of them got a job from the government to be the tax collector, and the way it would work is that besides for the X amount that they had to collect for the king, they would be allowed to collect extra basically and keep the excess. So then we say that over there, any money he makes goes into the middle. Why? Because the only reason he got the job was because of the family name. So because it's basically coming to the family, so then his other brother shares in it. Chalav and nisrapa mishal atzmai. If one of the brothers gets sick and he has to heal himself, so the money for that comes from his own money, not from the joint money, not from the joint inheritance. So this is a very interesting case here. There's something called shushpinos, which means in the times of the Mishnah, you would give someone let's say a wedding present, and then if the person who you gave the wedding present to doesn't give you the same level of present, you can take him to Beis Din and you can demand that he give you the same level. It's a very interesting custom. A very interesting halacha they had that they did that then. So let's say the father gave someone a wedding present, and now the father of that, and now this guy is going to give one of the sons a wedding present. So if that happens, so then ha'achen she'asu miktasan shushbinos b'chai ha'av chazra shushbinos chazra la'emtai. So then someone gives back the shushbinos, meaning because they were given a present from their father, now they're giving it back. So then it goes in between both of them, because it's considered basically as if it's a loan of the father, and it goes to both of them, because basically considered the father is the one who gave and is now getting back. And because you can take this from the other person in Beis Din, you can take him to Beis Din and say, give me my shushbinos that I gave to you, give me back the equivalent. So then it's considered like a loan, and it goes to both of them. If someone gives his friend as a wedding present wine or oil, so then he can't demand the same back when he gets married in Beis Din, because that's considered just like a plain present and he doesn't want it back, and it's considered just like a chesed. Good Shabbos, and those are today's Mishnayos.